Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another video on the Jordan Stolz YouTube channel. Today is going to be a farm day. It is 8:30 in the morning. About to head over to the farm to do some farm work. First, pretty much just had one chore to do here at the house today, and that is to put some kind of monitoring system inside the duck coop. Today isn't a duck coop type video because, as you saw a couple videos back, I did get the roof done on the duck coop. And we even put a door on the coop, which is something that I didn't really show, but it is essentially enclosed right now, and it's just about done. Of course, it needs paint and a little bit of trim, and then the door needs some finishing touches. So we just have to put a latch on. We're holding it with a strap right now, and then we have to build it up just a little bit because we have a little bit of a gap there. Regardless of that gap, I want to monitor the temperature of the duck coop through the whole winter because I don't want freezing ducks, I want happy ducks. So I'm going to be putting this thermometer from the garage inside the duck coop for the winter and just come out periodically to check and make sure it doesn't dip like really cold. Right now the weather isn't even bad, so I'm not that concerned about how cold it's going to get right now, but it will be bad, and we're probably going to see it drop, 50, 60 degrees from today. It's going to be 40, 45 degrees today. And in the middle of winter, we're looking more at like negative temperatures and wind chills. And I want to make sure it's not going to dip below zero, especially out there in the coop. They can withstand pretty cold temperatures because of their feathers, but we'll see if it gets too cold in the coop for them. For now though, as I said, this isn't a duck coop video, it's a farm video. I'm gonna head to the farm, see what we're doing today, take you guys with me. Thanks for joining me for another video. Let's get started. Well, we have a pretty nice day here, like I said before, the intro. So today's gonna be a lot of repairs where we're not necessarily gonna be in the shop. We will be for a little bit, but if there's anything that we have to repair that's outside, we're gonna try to prioritize that today with the nice weather. 3 things today that we're gonna be doing. Number 1, the 8870 is leaking some oil. We're gonna try to figure out what's happening there and if we need someone to come out and fix it or if we can fix this oily mess problem. Number 2, the 4440 needs to be cleaned out and some stuff removed from it. I'll talk about that in another video, but we probably time-lapse that through, just clean out the 4440 and get it ready for winter. Number 3, the auger spout of one of the combines fell off while we were harvesting sunflowers, so we need to repair that, put that spout back on, and get it so it dumps the grain down instead of just out. I'll show you guys that too as we get out to the shed. We have to repair that one out in the shed because the combine's so big. The 8870 has the new disc on it that you saw last video, so we're gonna have to drop that off, kind of be moving around the yard a lot, doing some of these little repairs, and it's a nice day to do it. So let's get started. Birds.
Maybe it's that gasket right there. Use your good eyes, son.
Just see where it's coming out.
Yeah, let's try to figure out where it's coming from.
So a little bit of an oily mess on the side of this tractor when we brought home the disc the other day. So we're gonna start her up and see where this oil is coming from. Nothing was super evident. We ran it for a little bit, ran it with higher engine speed. I think maybe, seems like this is wet right there, but it also seems like the dipstick's a little wet, but it's not really dripping oil that fast, so we're gonna leave it for now. Run it for a while with maybe the disc on it and see if that oil leak springs up again, talk to a service guy, that kind of thing. Project 1's on hold for right now, and we're going to start the next project, which is this silly auger spout. This happened during the last full field of sunflowers in the 9610. You can see this goofy looking auger right there. the rubber spout fell off. One of us, probably me, up on the loader and reattached that spout so the combine's all put together and the grain kind of goes down. The end of sunflowers just kind of spilled out the top, kind of messy, so want to make sure that's on there. So that's the next task. Get the 4440, which is the tractor we're working on later, out of the shed and use the loader on that to lift us up to fix it, and then we'll be able to work on the 4440 afterwards. So crossing stuff off, and gotta fix this combine while the weather's still nice since we're out in a relatively cold shed. Task number 2. I don't know if you can see it, but the spout is on. Another task done for the day. Had to put a whole bunch of extra bolts on there, which is why this took a little bit of time. You can see that along the inside edge right there. Hopefully that's not going anywhere. It's almost like the hole is a little bit too tight because of that dent in there, and too much pressure, and it pushes the rubber spout off the auger. And it's always sunflowers that it happens to, but hopefully that doesn't happen again. And the 9610 auger stays intact. Dogs and me are now gonna head over to the shop, and we're gonna clean out the 4440, which was that third task I was telling you about. Hopefully get that done before lunch today as well, and try to fix up that old disc a little bit and replace the discs and some wheel bearings that I was telling you about last video as well. So right now it's just cleaning time for the tractor. It's all set up and ready to go for clean out time. Ready for it, Piper? Huh. Well, I suppose it's time for lunch. All right, everyone, we ate some lunch. Those 3 tasks that we talked about earlier in the video are complete. Check, check, check. Now the task at hand is to mess with this old disc. So we just got that new disc. We dropped that out on the back side of the yard, hooked up the 8870 to the older disc, and have a little bit of work to do on it. Maybe gonna sell it. Of course, we need to kind of test out that new disc and make sure it works for us. But there's a few things to do on this that'll take up most of the afternoon. A little bit of wheel work to do, fix some wheel bearings, and also work on the discs themselves. So a little bit of work to do on that disc that we may keep, that we may sell. Most likely gonna sell it, but have to do those little things first. And hopefully later this week we'll test out that new disc, which should be pretty good. So from here on out, I'm gonna see what I can all film, but I know we're gonna be working mainly right here in front of the shop on this disc, get it all ready to do whatever we're gonna do with it. Had a good lunch, the weather's warmer, it's a good day. Oh, man. This bolt on this end is very stuck. That was the solution for a bolt that doesn't come off.
work. So we can get that on there.
Oh, it's too high. I'm up by my belly. There's no power there.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Well, folks, it's the end of the workday. And apologies for not filming a whole bunch of that disc project. The reason we didn't film very much of it is because it turns out it was like the worst job in the world. Wasn't really supposed to be, but it kind of royally sucked. We were having trouble getting bolts off, having trouble getting nuts on, having trouble getting the discs off, and our patience was wearing thin, as it sometimes does with these mechanical repairs. This is on the old disc, and after doing this today, I won't be too sad to see it go if we end up getting rid of it because of that new disc. Kind of a pain in the butt. But as the kids say nowadays, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And that is Farming's message to me today. Anyways, it is the end of the workday, and that's the end of another video. Thank you for joining me on these little odd job projects around the farm today. If you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jordan Stolz, and like the Facebook page, Stolz Jordan. There's more great stuff to come, and winter is just beginning, so I'm sure there'll be more odd job type of content right now, as well as some snow stuff and things like that. Thank you for all the support of the channel, and that's it. I'm gonna go inside, warm up, and restore my patience for tomorrow. See ya.